welcome to Laugh Festival. This should be the 4th edition. I took a break because of COVID, and now we're back. So excited that for the very first time again in a long time we have the top Africa stand-up comedians on one stage. And the message here is uniting Africa through humor. You see, comedy has really developed. When we started, it was all about tribal, you remember? Then we did mimicking politicians, what we were doing was ridiculous. And now, this new era, it's about storytelling and skits, what Crazy Kenya does. So now, for stand-up comedy, is more storytelling. And these are the finest comedians we have in Africa at the moment. This show will be broadcast on your local television channels because it shows a new era of how we're going to communicate. And we just want to place comedy as a premium product. So as you've noticed with time, people are moving from offline to online. Because I asked you, when was the last time you watched television? It's been a minute, right? And so that gives an advantage to content creators. And moving forward, content will be king. Content will become a currency. And so we're excited that we can package a premium product that can be showcased later on in premium channels. And of course, I hope that's going to translate a lot in the pockets of content creators. So thank you so much for being part of this Laugh Festival 4th edition. And next year is going to be bigger. We are going to have bigger acts coming through, and we hope that you're going to join us there. Today, we start a beautiful journey again, Laugh Festival, with these amazing comedians from across Africa. Thank you so much for creating time. I'm sure you're going to hear from them, and I'm sure the audience is pregnant. Is it expectant? To hear from them. Asante sana na karibu sana Laugh Festival 4.
Representing Zimbabwe, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Tell us about where you come from. Tell us about being here. What should we expect tonight?
Thank you for having me. It's an honor, privilege to be here. Thank you to Mr. Churchill for the invite. It's a beautiful country you have. Even though everywhere is more prettier than Zim, so I'm always glad when I'm outside of Zimbabwe. What to say about Zim? It's full of corruption. It's everything you hear about it is true. But it's a beautiful place with beautiful people, and to connect with people who are just as beautiful and very welcoming. And I can't wait to experience the audience and bring what I bring to the table, and it shall be fun.
Welcome. Makofi to him. Karibu. We say karibu in Swahili.
Oh, you say karibu in Swahili?
Yes.
You said asante sana.
Thank you very much.
There's also hakuna matata. Basically, there's just
because what is asante sana?
Thank you very much.
It means thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I remember when our former president Mugabe, he was on TV and we thought he was going to resign, and we were waiting for him to say, "So I stepped down." Then he said asante sana, and we were like, "Wait a minute, that's not what we were expecting." But
You need to get some Swahili.
I need to.
When you see a fine lady, nakupenda sana. Help me with a glass of water. Nakupenda sana.
Nakupenda sana.
like if you want to go out, you say niko mjinga.
Sana. I don't trust
Sana.
anything.
As long as you add sana.
It has to be a sana.
Salvador, we'd like to hear from you. You're not a stranger to us.
Exactly.
You're not a stranger to Kenya.
Yeah. So what should
You
I
are
say?
just
I am not a stranger. You know everything.
No, we don't.
Super excited to be back. I think I've been part of all the Laugh festivals since inception, and to be called back again shows that at least there's been a consistency in what I've been doing. So thank you so much, Churchill. Of course, it's going to be a beautiful show. I've worked with almost every comedian here, and I know how good they are. So just be ready for an action-packed night, full of laughter. I find it funny when people ask, what should we expect? Like, we are comedians. Expect jokes. It's not like we're going to climb or breathe fire or what. No. It's just going to be jokes. So yeah, don't ask that question.
And you've come with special guests.
Yes.
Who are you rolling with?
Yeah, I'm rolling with the one I rehearse my jokes on. My wife. Yeah, it's over there. Babe, this is how we make our money. Come and show yourself. That is the mother of some of my children. So yeah, thank you.
Welcome, you're welcome. Pasha, I think we're gonna come to you before we move the mics to the far end. How are you feeling? Is this gonna be one of the bigger stages you've been on, or have you had a chance to be on such a huge stage? You know, what are you looking forward to? What should we expect from you?
So first of all, I'm very honored to be sharing the stage with all these people. These are people that I've looked up to for a very long time. This is not going to be my first time on Laugh Festival. It's going to be my second one. What to look forward to tonight, just as Salvador said, we're comedians, so just be sure it's going to be fun. It's going to have like some positive energy. People are going to have like massive reasons to laugh, and you're going to enjoy yourselves. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. So I think we'll move the mics to the other side so we can speak to the team on that side, then we'll come back to this side team.
And I hurt myself playing sports. I'm 40 years old. I don't know why I do such things. It's been uncomfortable on my leg, but it's cool. Everything is fine, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. Brazil got knocked out last night. My feelings are hurt. I thought the BRICS boys were going all the way, but I'm always up for new experiences, and I'm always up to interact with people of the continent. Yeah. I don't know. Is there another question I can ask besides what to expect? I don't know. I've never had this many cameras in front of me, by the way, so I'm a bit scared. I always wonder. You know, like I was in another country. I won't mention it by the name. And they were like, the president has been president there for like 30 years. And then I was like, that's fine, I don't have a problem with that. The person I felt sorry for was the deputy. I was like, this dude is waiting for a long time. Anyway, I relate very well. Yeah. He relates. I don't, so I feel like I've spoken too much. Tell them I'm not here.
I'm going to move the mics just a little bit so we can hear from you, Dr. Hillary.
Then you want to stand there.
Guys, Celeste is here.
Celeste.
Oh, yes, everyone is moving. You know, I'm carrying the whole of South Africa. Thank you.
We said easy.
Okay. Yo, you guys. Hi. I can't get on now.
So guys, I'll be talking to you from the back.
Thank you.
So y'all can look this side.
Can we do that all over? What's up with the follow-up questions?
Will you take one question, please, sir?
I'll take all the questions.
Okay.
It's just that you asked me what should I expect, and he already addressed it.
No, but we should expect something different from you.
From me?
Yes.
No. So what's the question?
The question is, it's your first time in Kenya.
Yeah.
Did you ever...
It's not my first time in Kenya. It's my first time in Nairobi. I've
in
been to
Nairobi?
other cities, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
which cities did you
Mombasa.
go to? Were you performing?
Yeah.
When?
2019. Yeah, then COVID happened and then kind of isolated. Then I went to the UK And now I'm all over the place. And one of those places which are all over the place is Nairobi, which is where I am tonight.
Okay.
I've always looked forward to coming to Nairobi, not to just stand up specifically, but to just see the place, because I always heard good things about it. So now to see it and to stand up is like a double. It's like a what is it? Two birds with one stone.
Will you have a chance to spend a few days in
I
Nairobi?
have to go back to Joburg because I have to shoot something and I have to go to a wedding. And it's the end of the year, so like I just generally want to be home.
Collecting money?
No, I'm not a big money person. Like I don't do things for money per se. I do things that give me satisfaction.
Then why did you charge me for your show?
Because your show doesn't give me satisfaction.
Follow-up question.
So is your satisfaction or money?
Mine is satisfaction.
No, I think the point I make is that I do a lot of things for experience, and I do things so that I can tick them as well and see, because a lot of things come from things you don't expect things to come from. Like I did Salvador's gig, and then this came from that. You know, so things you do things, that's how life, you just live, and then things multiply and grow down.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, the vibes here, I can't wait for tonight. MC Tricky, can we please hear from you before we come over to Celeste?
Wow. Well, thank you. I'm so excited to be sharing the stage with these big brothers in the industry. For me, I believe that this comedy is a journey. So I will not just be performing, but I will also be taking notes and learning a lot from these guys. They're big men in this comedy. So I'm so excited. Europeans come through, let's have a big day.
Thank you. Kim, can you move the mic? Welcome to Nairobi, Kenya.
I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you. I was so honored and lucky to see you perform in South Africa. And guys, let me tell you, you will enjoy to see Celeste. I know you'll enjoy everyone, but it was such a wonderful experience to see you. I've been banned from asking questions, so I want to open the floor and just allow you to say whatever you want to say, and especially about being at Laugh Festival, this 4th edition of Laugh Festival.
Okay, I'm very happy. Thanks to he calls himself my East African agent because he hooked me up with the Rwandan show and this show. And of course, I've seen the show on social media, on different platforms, and I thought, this is hot. So definitely I'm very happy to be here. And this year has been also my year of being everywhere, just like Moy. And I think comedy alone has an opportunity to be like music, where it connects everyone in the continent and understanding everyone's craft, because humor is universal, just like music. No one says hates to laugh in life. So I'm very happy. I'm really happy to be here, and yeah, I don't want it to be the first and the last time. I want to come back here.
There are a lot of men in the world of comedy, but you're one woman, charting your own path, doing your thing. How does it feel to stand out the way you have? And how does it feel to be among all these other counterparts?
Honestly, they're dope. And I think it takes only for women to check themselves to be in the space. Not all spaces toxic masculinity, as we like to put it sometimes. These guys, I've been rolling with men even in South Africa, everywhere else, and I've had the most dope time. They respect me, they love me, they really treat me well, not because it's special, because I'm a female comedian, but also humor itself. We're in a game of vulnerability, and I feel like most women really don't want to be vulnerable in that sense. So I don't think it's because there's a bunch of men in comedy. I think there's a lot of feminine stuff that is being, I would say, challenged when you are a female comedian, because number one, it doesn't look like a nice kind of a sport to do, and it makes you maybe lose a couple of men, and I'm hurt. Because men wants to make other people laugh, not you making other men laugh. So it does challenge masculinity in that sense when you are a female comedian. But I believe more people, they see more other female comics, because I've seen so many female comics who are married, who have kids, who have everything. I think women themselves shy away from this genre of entertainment space purely because it takes away something, well, assumedly feminine stuff. For me, I don't think so. It has made me dope. I chill with cool guys, and all of comedians, whether male or female, they're mentally strong, they're mostly intelligent. So most intelligent people think better because one thing, they love themselves. So there's nothing toxic that I've experienced here that I could say, if you're a woman, this is what you must look out for. And also it's because I got into a comedy game not because I'm a woman, I got it because I'm funny.
Yes. And because you're a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim, can we please move the mic to the end, and then after...
Yeah, good morning, good morning.
Still morning.
I should yes.
Yeah.
My original names are Umeo Vichukwebuka Henry. I'm happy to be here from Nigeria. It's a pleasure to be amongst the comedy greats, and among those guys that have gone before me, the likes of Basket Mouth. I'm glad and honored to be here. As Loiso said, he does this for satisfaction. I do it for the money and the women.
Shoot your shot.
So tonight is going to be amazing. I'm coming here to entertain the women, especially the men. I have other comedians that will take care of you. I am here for the women. Yes, thank you very much.
The women are here. Not everywhere.
I was trying to be incognito about this.
No incognito.
No, he's like, yeah. Straight to the...
Okay, I hope you're gonna hear them where the mics are. Are you guys gonna hear? Okay, so we have powerful mics, not to worry. So Jack and Mitch, karibuni sana to the mix. We are also really looking forward to seeing you tonight. Thank you so much for being the first people in this place. You were here before even the media guys. I really appreciate the urgency, the excitement. And I want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you guys.
All right, thank you so much. I'm really humbled and happy to be here. Just to say, first of all, to all the international media, thank you so much for being here. And Q, you called it corruption. Yes. We call it connection. Oh. Here we don't wait for the early bird to catch the worm. We eat the bird before it catches well, so yeah, this will be my first Laugh Festival. And don't expect anything, just expect jokes. That's it. And what do I do it for? I do it for fame, but I want to be famous. I need numbers, you know, and definitely for the money. And just to say, it's a great experience. You know, I'm really excited. That's what I'm going to say. And it's going to be a great night. Let's have fun. Thank you.
Okay, so I am probably the youngest comedian you guys know.
Okay, you don't know me.
I am honestly an upcoming comedian. This is my first Laugh Festival. Yes, I've been on the big stage, but I've not been on Laugh. Yes, we are going to have a great night. Everybody is going to enjoy. Turn up in numbers. Thank you.
Short and precise.
Yeah,
he's the youngest.
He's the youngest. What is what to say? It's there for the women.
I feel like we should just end this press and come and see you guys. And also, forgive me, I said we're going to be at the Savo Ballroom. We're going to be at the grounds. So KICC grounds, not the ballroom, but the grounds. So I think if anyone has something they want to say, please, we would love to hear from you so that it's not like we didn't ask you a question or you didn't say what you wanted to say over to your Kenyan fans who are watching. Any one of you wants to say anything? It's okay.
I realize most people have seen my work on Showmax, so they're like, you are dead raw, yes. So brace yourself.
All the journalists here, I know you guys are Kenyan, and you know what Kenyans are famous for. My question is, did you guys Uber here? Did you run?
Where?
We run.
You should have saved that job.
I think, Churchill, we want to hear from you, maybe just as a summary of this presser and tonight. Again, thank you so much to you and the Love Festival and industry team for setting this up. We are really looking forward. Thank you so much for raising the standards in this country when it comes to comedy. Not even raising, you created the scene and took everybody under your wing. So thank you.
Great, Asante, thank you so much. Now, first things first, this is not Churchill show. In the Love Festival. And it's amazing to see the new comedians working interact now with you guys. It creates a beautiful, beautiful cocktail. Yes, the reason we moved from the plenary bowl, some bottle, to the lounge is because the president has a big event with the Facebook heads and Google. And so there's a team that is on the ground that has worked 24 hours to make sure the setup is ready. And that's a lot of work. I really want to appreciate them. You get to see what they've been able to do. It's a lot of work. So that's the story. This being one of the biggest comedy shows we have in Africa. So before I say anything else, allow me to just shout out to our sponsors, Gilby's Gin, so title sponsors, and we're going to experiment that. You love gin also? Gilby's. So Gilby's.
I like what it does to the women.
Yes, Gilby's will be in the house. Yeah, we are
This man's expectation. It's going to end badly.
Yes, Gilby's there, title sponsors. Thank you very much. We're going to experiment that. And of course, in the coming years, with a big stuff planned between the two of us, Laugh and Gilby's Gin. Then, of course, Radio Africa, precisely Classic 105. I also listen to that station. And Kiss 100, Basho too. Thank you very much. Above the Ring Agency. Zanetti, the guys who dresses up. S Prestige. Transport partner, Mauritius School partners, and Magnet Ventures publicity partners, Commonwealth Modern Hospital, so that we're all taken care of, and I hope you visit them. They're opening 3 new hospitals next year. Hip Park Hotel, where we all stay.
Sorry, it's a hospital, one of the sponsors.
One of the sponsors.
Just in
Because
case.
of the ribs. All right. By the way, we also had I usually tell you about it.
I play sports, man. I play sports. And I hurt myself.
What is playing sports? Is it soccer? Is it basketball?
Basketball.
You spec-
You see that?
I can imagine you talking to your kids.
What kind of thing? Which ones?
Yes, the Commonwealth Modern Hospital will be there for you. Make sure they have a look at your leg. Then, of course, Bonfire Adventures, Mr. Simon Kabu, Laugh Industry, Kentwood, where you visiting? Kentwood Lounge, later today, and of course, Viva Lounge. We just launched a new facility in Kitengela yesterday. Hope you can visit there tomorrow after visiting the park. Great, so ni hayo tu kwa sasa, unless you have a question. We're all excited to be back on stage after 2.5 years. Also, yeah, and I'm sure everyone is. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa, unless you have a question. Na hii watu wanaongeaga hizi kama ya Churchill show. Hizi ya home. Haya, sawa.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Plus 21.
All right, ask me. You can pick one or two
So
questions.
we'll take a few questions, and then after that, as I promised you, I'll find out from the artist who is available to do an interview. Those who are available will stay behind to do a few questions. Those who are not, unfortunately, you just not unfortunately, actually fortunately, you just see them tonight. Kerongo, you can go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Aniko. I have a question for the Gen Z comedian and everyone else who would like to answer. I watched you on Otoyo's event and you talked about being the youngest person in a corruption case. Tell us a bit about that. And for everyone else, I know everyone is going online. Big media not anything about that for your audience to get more details.
About my corruption case. Okay, it was not actually a corruption case. There might be PACC officials here. It might be a big case. It was just trying to pay rent. Yeah. It was not really.
Your question, the second one was?
Now that everyone is looking for content online, as a comedian, what are you doing to get your videos, to get video on demand for your fans?
Oh, right. I was on OnlyFans. I was on OnlyFans for a while. It wasn't working. It wasn't working out. So yeah, now I've had to change, and I didn't know about Instagram and TikTok. I just thought, and Tinder, I thought it was just OnlyFans, but no, they're not there for jokes. They don't want jokes. They're there for other things. But yeah, just trying to push and then put your content out there and make yourself very visible as possible. The other site that I was on is X videos as well. I was on that one. Feel free to Google, you'll see me there. He's the only one that knows what I'm doing. Everyone else is pretending they've got no idea. We're on it today.
I feel sorry for Pasha.
Seated between the scenes.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing personally. What are you doing about being online?
Oh.
Okay, I'm Vincent, yeah? Boy,
In 6 months, though. I'll be turning 40
in 6 months.
Yeah, but I like to preempt things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now, in your industry, there is a president of Comedy Africa. In any chance, do you know the president of Comedy Africa?
Is marijuana legal? I don't understand what do you, I don't know. I'm a very straightforward person. I'm straightforward. So don't ask me why don't ask me straight.
I'm asking, do you know the president of Comedy Africa?
The president of Comedy Africa?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
So you don't know him?
No.
Do you know him?
Yes. Everybody, yes.
Thank you.
Is that the president of?
No, he's the president.
Guys, no, whatever you're feeding this guy, no more. I have no idea what you're talking about. I wish you know him. If I were you, I would distance myself. I have no idea. The president.
He calls himself the president of Comedy.
Oh.
Calls himself.
Action word.
I call myself the prime minister. Okay.
Prime Minister.
And you call yourself the best journalist. Here we are.
Oh, this has been a dope process.
So we're going to wrap it up. Oh, there's another question. Okay, go ahead.
This is my question to Oga Bachelor.
Yes.
Oh, my name is Lizo.
It's okay.
I'm from Icon Radio.
Okay.
So my question is, you said you're doing this thing for women.
Yeah, for you, I have.
So what's your type? What's your type of woman?
Ah, thick women. Let me shout it. Thick. Very thick.
If you want to talk to Celeste, talk to her directly. Don't go to the corner.
Oh my God.
Please help me move the table
All right.
so we can take
one more
a
thing.
picture.
Anyiko?
Yeah?
Yeah, one more thing.
Mike.
All right.
Just a second, let's move the mic.
This movie is my.
And I forgot to mention, we have one other comedian who was supposed to be here, right at 8 p.m. And it was Nabiso Chakonda.
I can't believe
From Malawi. Yes, that guy who got to British Got Talent final, the Golden Buzz. You know him? Nabiso Chakonda will be here around 8 p.m. That's when his flight is expected to be here. Two, there's a growth in stand-up comedy. It's quite unfortunate that we couldn't have Mamito on the same stage. She has a show today at Breban, which I hope you're also going to push it big time. I spoke to her yesterday. I hope atamaliza yake mapema and join us later. So Mamito and friends also happening today at Breban Theatre. It's very, very important when you see all these comedy shows happening everywhere, because that's how we grow. And so whatever Mkurugenzi is also doing tomorrow at Mkurugenzi is doing at Nairobi Cinema, Abel Kioko, Abel Mtua, who started off from Top Comic, and also Captain Otoyo will be having a show at the National Theatre. Let's give them all the support. That's how you grow. That's why we have a strong, when we have a strong Premier League league, that's how we have a strong national team. And for those who support Brazil, Pole Sana.